There are two basic emotions for a human being. One is the emotion of fear. One is the emotion of love. 90% of the people are succumbed to the emotions of fear. Most of the people fear so many things in the world. Not only natural things, even the daily happenings of life they are meeting, they consider it as very fearful or very frightening things. For example, if you face an exam, you are afraid to enter the examination hall. You are afraid of chemistry, you are afraid of mathematics, you are afraid of physics. Similarly, your family members may be having fear how to get money, how to get food, how to get dress, how to travel, how to do that. All these things make unnecessary tension and stress. So only way to overcome the fear is what? Conquer the fear. The moment you run away from fear, fear will follow you and capture you. Face it with all courage. Face it with all audacity and face it with all optimism you have in your life. Never be afraid of anything because He is with you. When He is with you, why should you be fearing? When human beings have a divided mind on any aspect of life, divided mind means you have doubt. To do it or not to do it. To be or not to be. Every day, human beings ask this question or say these words, to be or not to be, more than 100 times, knowingly and unknowingly. Whether should I do it or should I not do it? Whether I write it or not write it? Whether I tell it or not tell it? So many to be or not to be comes into your mind. And that comes because of doubts. So unless you have a convincing mind, unless you have a very optimistic mind, these questions follow you. And these questions give rise to fear. And fear is the worst enemy of humanity. First is fear, second is ego, third is anger, fourth is jealousy, and fifth is hatred. These are the 5 enemies of humanity. You are not afraid of chemistry. And actually the point is, you don't know what to do with chemistry. That is why fear comes to you. A snake comes here, some people stay here, some people ran, some people kill it. Same object, 3 reactions. So what makes us fear is the aspect you don't know what to do with that fearing object. So conquer the fear yourself. The more you adventure your life, the more you will be successful. So many examples and illustrations are there in this world. Shakespeare made words and language which can last forever in this world, and his words and language still is in the minds of humanity as long as English language exists in this world. Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci painted pictures which changed the concept of beauty in this world. Every human being has a potential. Only thing is that we have to rediscover our potential. That potential is so vital. That caliber is so illuminating. That ability in us is so divine that we have to understand what are you and who am I. Being true to yourself is the most important achievement a human being can do in this noisy world. It is a great accomplishment when a human being can be true to himself when all others are pulling his leg down to become others. Everybody wants you to be him. Everybody wants you to be him, but nobody wants you to be you. That is why 90% are part of the crowd. Nelson Mandela did not become another person, he became himself. You are always looking at the neighbor and saying, what is he doing? So let me also do that. What is other person doing? Let me also do that. Everybody is following others and they don't reach a destination at all. They become a part of a crowd. All these great personalities which I have mentioned, from the very childhood itself, made sure that they become themselves. Nothing could distract them, nothing could deviate their direction. Everybody ventured into a life where they were destined to become. They made it clear that their destiny is in their hands. They did not leave their destiny to be decided by others. Always to remember, your destiny is decided by yourself, not by your teachers, not by your parents, not by your society. If you have to get A, if you have to get A plus or a B plus or whatever it is you who decide what you should be, not anybody else. Nobody can control you without your permission. And nobody in the world has been able to control others without others allowing them to control. Somebody has to mold themselves, somebody has to cultivate themselves, somebody has to develop themselves. That means it is possible only through the second emotion, which is basically inside humanity, that is the emotion of love. Where there is love, there is prosperity. Where there is love, there is peace. Where there is love, there is always development. Peace makes you to think positively. In a noisy world, you can't think. In a silent atmosphere, you can think very deeply. The best person you can have is yourself. The worst person you can have is yourself. You are your best friend, you are your worst enemy. Nobody else. People just not realize it. They always think, my neighbor is my best friend, my neighbor is my worst enemy. My classmate is my friend, my classmate is an enemy. It is not. The basic thing is that it is your inner perception which makes you lead your life. Life is a perception. Life is just a perception. Life is not what you see, but life is what you experience. Life is not what you hear with this ear. Life is not what you taste with your tongue or smell with your nose. But life is the amalgamation of all these senses, and that is what is called experiences. All these five sense organs, ear, eyes, nose, tongue and touch, these five sense organs put together makes your experience. And that is what is life. And when you experience so many experiences in life, that becomes your true life. So perception is different to different people. About the same object itself, perception is different. Why that person? For you an orange may be very sweet, for you the same orange will be very bitter. Because your perception, the way of tasting it, the way of enjoying is different. So don't follow others to decide what your life is. Follow your own instinct. Follow your own inner creativity, inner potential to understand what your life is. God has given us a very great merit and gift to humanity. And what is that? He has given us the ability to respond to any situation in whatever way you want in your life. He has given us the ability to respond in your own way, in any situations, in whatever way you want in your life. When a man gets angry with you, you can smile at him. That is your way of response. But the same man gets angry with you, you also getting angry with him. That is your way of response. When same man gets angry with you, you start crying. That is your way of response. When a man gets angry with you, you beat him. That is your response. So same thing, different people responding differently. So understand, God has given you the power to respond to any and you want. So the way you respond is what you want. Whatever language you use to me, abusive or very friendly. But I am bothered about what I will do with what you said and what I will do with what you did. The beauty lies inside. The beauty does not lie outside. Success outside is nothing if you don't have success inside. You may be having 1 billion shilling with you, Mercedes with you, BMW with you, but success outside is nothing if you don't have success inside. First make sure you are successful in your mind. Then automatically outside success will come to you. So these are all things which you should understand. Nothing is impossible in this world. Provided you have the determination, provided you have the conviction of ideas and the optimism to face the life. Leaders always face the life with all kind of sheer determination, and they always tell, I will take it up when a problem is coming. What is true friendship then? True friendship is a phenomenon where you don't have to take the initiative to grow it. Other will take it. True friendship is a phenomenon where there is only love, where there is only understanding, where there is only forgiveness, where there is only patience. In true friendship, there is no jealousy. In true friendship, it is giving, not taking. Life is giving, not taking. And world awaits you to see what role you are going to play. Remember, there are billions of people in this world. World does not need anybody, but everybody needs the world. So, it is your duty to carve out your own niche in this world. Supposed to play, and by playing that role, be on the top of the world. So that all the world will be behind you to appreciate, to support, to admire, and to adore you, and be the best. That is what you should do in your life. All the best.
I have to live my own life, and then if I want love, I have to give love. If I want understanding, I have to give understanding. And maybe if I want happiness, I must make sure that other people are happy.
Happiness comes from within, and that's what I should live my life and do according to what I think is right.
Thank you very much. Nimefaidika sana kwa sababu wametupatia motivation mingi sana kwa kama kutu encourage sana kwa maisha. Unajua sana maisha yetu tunategemea sana, si ndio the future leaders in future.
My name is Araha Bairumo Mokuria, and I've benefited by knowing that life is not what you see but what you experience.
Make yourself better in life by starting.
Life is not what you desire but what you deserve.
We are born the great people, and we have to be grateful in our life. Never die the losers, we are born the winners. We are privileged to have such a motivational speaker with us today. It was nice having him here. At least we have gained something, we as teachers, and also the student. I'm sure they have gained something, and maybe we would like him to come back again.
To boost the morale of these students of ours, including the teachers themselves.
It's a good one.